stay tuned. If you missed any parts of this, we can post it. We'll post it on our website and push it out to you. So thank you. Good day.
Hey, everybody. It's Marnie, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com. And I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Marnie. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Uh-oh, we're live. What's up, everybody? TGIW. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am, as usual, very excited to be spending this time with you on this wonderful Wednesday. It was funny because a friend of mine put a post on Facebook, and it was a giraffe, and on top of the giraffe was a zebra, and the giraffe asked the zebra, do you see Saturday? And the zebra was like, no, there's a camel in the way. If you understand what that means, hump day. So that's what today is. Happy hump day. I know y'all can laugh at my corny joke. It's okay. Happy hump day. I love this time of the week because, of course, you know, the Be Inspired Radio Show, we bring you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. That's what we do, you know, because Wednesday is like, some people are like, it's like the middle of the week and, you know, they're trying to get through. But anyway, we have a fantastic show planned out for you today, a jam-packed show. We got, oh my gosh, we got so much to talk about. So usually we start getting into the topic for the show at the 7:30 hour, but we're going to start right now with our very first guest for the evening. I'm not going to waste no time because we got to talk about some wonderful stuff that they are doing. So without further ado, Pastor Christian Hall from Kingdom Restoration Center is in the studio with us right now. Yay!
Bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you. Naomi, Be Inspired herself. Thank you so much. It's good to be here again.
Oh, yes. Of course, you know, this is an open platform for you. You're family. You're part of the Be Inspired Radio Show family now. So anytime you want to come and talk about the things that Kingdom Restoration Center is doing, you already know you're welcome.
Thank you so
are
much.
Welcome. So you have been all over this week.
I'm tired.
I bet you are. All right, so tell us about that and why you have been going to all of the different media outlets and talking about some of the things that you're doing. So fill us in. What's going on?
Sure. Well, what's going on this weekend, actually, Kingdom Restoration Center is doing again this year the Church Without Walls Experience 2016. And I think what everybody is really so interested in with this year is our theme, Let the Healing in Our City Begin. Mm-hmm. And to help us in this theme and in this endeavor this year, we've invited Commissioner Kevin Davis out to this event. And so I think that's what all the, craze is about. Hoopla. And so we're excited about Commissioner Davis coming. And we just look forward to having a wonderful time. Mm-hmm. We're still going to have some of the same, activities. We're doing the youth rally, the school supply giveaway. We're going to have various artists, Christian rap artists, comedian Howard G, who played on the commercial some years ago, Kiss My Bumper.
Yes, he's coming back. He's a regular.
He's coming back as Grandma G.
Okay.
And so he's very, very funny.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to him coming. We have a wonderful, outstanding choir coming, Ray Johnson and True Worship. Awesome choir. And so we're just excited. Christian rapper Aaron Outlaw is his name. Amen. And he's been with us for 2 years as well.
Okay.
So we're excited.
This is good. I wish you guys could see that. Let me see if I can hold up the which camera are we on? Right. This one. This one. This is, you're not going to be able to get a really good look at it. And all of you who are listening, you definitely won't be able to. So I'll just make sure I post the flyer to the Be Inspired Radio show page. But this is it right here, Church Without Walls.
Yes.
I mean, jam-packed with so much good stuff. You do not want to miss it. You want to tell them the date and times and all that good stuff?
Sure. It is this weekend, August 20th and 21st. Most of the activities will be on Saturday, the 20th. The commissioner coming out, he'll be here on Saturday only. And his presentation is at 12:30. And then along with the commissioner, we'll also have the entertainment part until 2:00, and then at 2:00 we'll start our tent service.
Yes,
our anointed, Holy Ghost filled tent service.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to it. And this year you're gonna miss out on this, Naomi.
Oh man,
we have horseback riding.
Oh no!
Yeah. So if you want to come on and get your horseback riding on. Come on and join us.
Is there any charge for any of this stuff?
This is all free.
Wow.
And for both days, we're going to have a free church barbecue. Okay, so come on out. Everything is free. There's no charge.
So come on out, bring yourself, bring your appetite, bring your family. Now, are you accepting any kind of donations or anything at this?
Yes.
Okay.
We have actually a few partnerships.
Okay.
The Crown Vic boys, who ride around in the cars, Crown Vic cars with the big wheels. They're coming to do a car show.
Oh my goodness.
They're one of our donors for especially school supply. They volunteer on that day. We have a company called TSM Solutions that my brother-in-law is actually the president and owner of.
Okay, yes.
They're a big donor. Another company called Ultimate Installations, ran by my spiritual brother, Tim Harris, another huge donor to this event. And I'm probably gonna forget some, so but yeah, we do take in donations.
Okay.
If you have used clothes, we also give clothes away to the community, because this is for the community,
right?
And that particular community, there is a lot of low income families, and so we want to do everything we can to help them, whether it be clothes, school supplies. We have a slew of book bags that we're giving away.
Oh my!
So first come, first serve.
Yes.
So we need to say that.
Okay. Yes. So you can get there early now, because if you're in need of some of these things, you don't want to miss out. So get there early, please.
Please get there early.
All right. So Pastor Hall, why let the healing in our city begin? Why that theme? Why that title?
Well, it really initiated or in my spirit to go with that theme this year, because I was asking the Holy Spirit, what should I put this theme as this year? And so he took me back to the murder of my niece, who was one of the associate ministers at my church.
Yes.
She was murdered last May the 27th. Latrina Ashburn, and it was all over the news. And just, not only the violence that has impacted our family, but impacted the city, all families across the city. And with the police and the community relations that, is not going very well. We just thought that this could be an event where people can come and just forget all about the violence for a minute and just come and be healed, come and be restored. And it's an opportunity for us to come and share the word of Christ to them.
Yes.
And having the commissioner there to answer some questions and to talk about this surge of violence
Mm-hmm.
that has hit our city within the last year or two.
Right.
I thought it would be a great addition to this,
Mhm.
so that, because there are people who are still scared to walk outside their doors.
Of course.
And
yes.
children,
Right.
they don't even want their children playing outside.
Mhm.
So I just thought it would be a great idea,
Mhm.
and with the leading of the Spirit, to change the theme this year, to let the healing in our city begin,
Mhm.
because we need healing.
Mhm.
We do.
So, what are you hoping to achieve with this event after it's all said and done? I know this is going to be something that is annual, but this time around, what are
Yeah.
you hoping to achieve?
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping with the commissioner coming, that aspect, I'm hoping that the community will be able to see the commissioner, our police commissioner, in a
Mhm.
different light.
Yes.
Because he's coming to the community,
Mhm.
and I believe that he is one of our commissioners. Well, first of all, since we're talking about the commissioner real
Yeah.
quick,
Yeah.
I don't know how much time I
We
have.
got
but
about 4 minutes.
4
so,
minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that I met him around the time that my niece was murdered,
Mhm.
and he really seems to be compassionate about the city and bringing things together again, and letting healing take its course in the city. And I believe he wants to move the city in the right direction.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that it will see, or at least help with the community police relation in the communities,
Yeah.
to see his face and to see what he has to say, and answer some of the questions
Yes.
that people may have
Mhm.
as to the strategies of what he's doing to curb this violence.
Mhm.
What is he doing about the DOG
Right.
investigation?
Mhm.
What is he? Because he inherited.
Yes.
He inherited, just like
He
Obama
did.
came in office and he inherited,
Right.
the recession.
Right.
So we don't want to put blame on someone who inherited something.
Mhm.
So we're just hoping that, and just like other years that we've had this, it's really about sharing the word of Christ
Right. Yes.
with people, because this is an event where we take off our ties, we take off our stiff shirts,
Yeah.
and
how we do
step out of
church
the
folk.
yeah, we step out of the pews,
Yeah.
we step out of the pulpit, and we go into the community. And this
Mhm.
is where the community can come to us, really, still.
Yeah.
But we're open.
Mhm.
We're under tent, and
Mhm.
so they'll hear the music.
Yes.
So we're excited. We're
Mhm.
excited.
I think that's key. I think people are just looking for some hope now. And of course, there is no greater hope than what is in Christ Jesus. And so I
Absolutely.
think that this event does a great job of sending that message.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you attending to the natural needs of the community, but also addressing the spiritual need, which is the foundation of who we are. So this is major, folks. You gotta be at the Church Without Walls.
Absolutely.
It's this weekend. So you only got a couple of days to get yourself together, move some things around in your schedule. Okay.
It's a lot going on too.
Yeah. I'm looking at the flyers. It says youth rally, school supply giveaway, various Christian rap artists, dance and mime ministry, moon bounce, horseback riding, and the list goes on. I mean, this is you, and this is free.
This is free. 5210 York Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. So if anybody wants to get in contact with you for more information about it, how can they do that?
Sure. They could either go to our email address, which is kingdomrestorationctr@gmail.com, or they can call the phone number 443-509-1997.
Yeah, so you have 2 days to participate, August the
Yes.
20th and August 21st, this coming weekend. So if you don't have anything to do, we want you to come out and support this wonderful event. We are going to continue to be talking about this throughout the show. We have Pastor Hall here with us for a little longer, so we'll be able to talk about that and get his impression of what is really going on with the community now and how things have changed. So we're going to get into that a little bit more.
Woo-hoo.
We're going to go on break, and when we come back, more with Pastor Hall of Kingdom Kingdom Restoration Center, and his lovely children are in the studio. So I'm going to give them a chance to say what's up, hello, give a shout out, all that good stuff, okay? So come back to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter's thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
Focus on the word take for a moment.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when I begin to just, think about take, when you taking something. Yes, we think about, the possession and grab and hold, but when you taking something on, you're capturing it, you're securing it, and you become impregnated with that.
Wow.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
What's going on, everybody? This is Brett, the 2016 intern here at Be Exposed Radio. I'm here to announce that the young and talented new artist Chink just dropped a new mixtape, Purple Potion, which is now available on Spinrilla and SoundCloud. If you haven't listened to it already, definitely be sure to check it out. And while you're at it, be sure to follow Chink on Instagram at Chink_OTR, and to check out True to You Entertainment's website, truetoyouentertainment.weebly.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody. Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, the Miss Be Inspired. See, last week I said I was going to add the "the" on it, to make that distinction. The Miss Be Inspired. And we're here to bring you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. Just a few announcements. The Be Exposed Radio Open House will be this Saturday, August the 20th, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And there will be no after party. But for old time's sake, I'm still going to say the Rumba Tropical Lounge. Did I do that? Did I do it right? I didn't do it. Rumba Tropical Lounge. That's where the after party would have been, but there is no after party. But hey, the Be Exposed Radio Open House is still this Saturday, August the 20th, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then the 10th year kickoff of the Be Exposed Radio anniversary, 10 whole years, August the 26th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Power Plant Live. So if you are free on the 26th, make your way down to Howl at the Moon at Power Plant Live at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 10 years Be Exposed Radio is celebrating of being on the air. And I'm sure you all know that this station has grown so much. We have so many wonderful shows that are here. We have It Is What It Is radio show, the Nisha Harris radio show, the Nasha, I want to make sure I say it right, radio show. We have so many new shows right here on Be Exposed Radio. So we want you to come out and support the Be Exposed Radio Open House. We have some wonderful sponsorship packages that we want to share with you at that open house. We have opportunities for business owners. We have opportunities for up and coming artists that want to get their music and their work out there. But the only way you're going to find out about it is if you come to that Be Exposed Radio Open House on August the 20th, August 20th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Be here or be square. Also, Kingdom Restoration Center, the church without walls. This Saturday and Sunday, August the 20th and 21st, 2016. The theme is Let the Healing in Our City Begin. You don't want to miss this event. This is going to have a powerful impact on our community. Free church barbecue both days. So bring yourself, bring your appetite. And if you can, bring a donation. Clothes. They're going to be giving away clothes. Be a part of this event. Saturday from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday, the 10th service from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're going to be having a youth rally, school supply giveaway, various Christian rap artists, dance and mime ministry, moon bounce, horseback riding, and all of this is free of charge. Just come out to Kingdom Restoration Center at 5210 York Road, Baltimore, Maryland, 21212. Pastor Christian and Lori Hall, they are the ones hosting this event, Kingdom Restoration Center, this Saturday and Sunday, August 20th and 21st, 2016. So lots of stuff going on this weekend. Make your way out there. There's some great things for you to participate in. And we want you to come back and listen to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my reflections actually in high school, and we were singing and we were singing back then. Choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quick, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It used to be, of course. It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. This is like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy.
I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live. On
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National...
Welcome back. This is Nick, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
So, Jacqueline. Yes, Mom? I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second. Huh?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, past bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW again. And if you're just tuning in, welcome one and all to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I really like saying that. Only on BeExposedRadio.com. It sounds, kind of jazzy. But that's just me being silly, folks. We're bringing you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. We have a wonderful show lined up for you. We're already well into it because we have our first guest in the studio with us right now, Pastor Christian Hall. Yes. He's been talking to us about Church Without Walls. This is an event that I believe is going to have a huge impact on the community. He's already been on several news outlets. He's been on Fox 45. Were you on Fox?
Fox 45.
Fox 45 News, 1010 a.m., which I listen to, 1010 a.m. on your AM dial, of course. He's been going around really promoting this event. And we were talking about in the first segment that a lot of it has to do with the theme of the event, which is let the healing in our city begin. So I really want to talk to you, Pastor Hall, about, you already touched on why you chose this theme. And I just want to get a sense for what you feel is going on in our communities now. We've had a lot that has happened over the last year, especially with the riots and then the rise in crime and then several efforts to try to resolve some of that. So what is your take, or what is your take of the pulse of the community right now? How, with the complexion of the community?
Well, I think there is a lot of uncertainty in the community. There is a lot of fear in the community. People are not really coming out and admitting that.
Yeah.
But, just from people that I talk to, it's like, you never know what's going to happen. I was in Home Depot with my wife one day, and while we were in Home Depot shopping, someone got shot on the parking lot.
Oh, my. And I heard that on the news.
Yes.
Oh, my
goodness. It was on the news, and I was at Ricerstown Plaza, I believe.
My God.
Yeah. And so it's like you can be anywhere and any time.
Yes.
And sometimes even be at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I think in the community that there is a little anxiety, if you will, if that's a better word to use. And I just think there are a lot of families who are affected by violence, and everybody is affected, even if it didn't happen directly in your family. Maybe somebody down the street, someone's grandson, but for me, it actually happened right in my family.
Yes.
So I it was really heavy on me to do something. And I said, well, God, how, what could I do? Because I feel like pastors, as leaders, we need to come out of the pulpit. This is an era, this is a season where we cannot just sit behind a pulpit and act like we have a suite. We need to get out. we need to come out into the community, see what the need is, and because people are going to be looking at the church soon. They're going to be looking at us. They're going to be like, okay, so what are you going to do about this? Why do all this prayer, and all the what are you going to do now?
Yeah, if I can interject,
sure.
If you look back historically, especially in African American communities, the church really was the staple of the community. Absolutely. It was a place that you could go to, children could go to, and for tutoring or to play or camp, and and we've kind of gotten away from that. What do you think has contributed to the absence, if you will, for lack of a better word, of the church and the community?
Well, I think if I can, just share just my thoughts on it. You can take it as fact or take it as opinion, but I think what's happening is that we're getting so comfortable just sitting in the pews. We're getting so comfortable with just being behind the pulpit. But we forget sometimes the Great Commission that Jesus told us to do, which is to go ye out into all the world and preach the gospel. Sometimes you have to go through the highways and through the byways in order to reach people. Church Without Walls, the whole idea behind Church Without Walls is to go out into the community, give people Christ that would never step into a church, and even if they don't come back to visit or they, whatever, but we planted the seed.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing is that they've heard Jesus, they've heard
that's
Christ,
right. Yes.
And some of them come back. Some of them have joined our church. We have some kids that in the community have joined the church, and because of that, the mother's coming now. The mothers are coming. So, so we're planting the seed. We know, this crime and all this stuff, it didn't happen overnight. It was gradual, it was a progressive thing. And we know that planting the seed of Christ into the community is going to be progressive.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And the more we do it, Elder Naomi has gotten larger. I don't even know if I should say that or me be misinspired. I don't know.
It's all me. I'm all those things. So it's quite all right.
Sometimes I go back and forth from Elder to my sister. But I think this is the whole idea is to bring Christ to the community. This year, as I said, is let the healing in our city begin. I think as the church, we need to take our rightful places back in the community again. And to answer that question again, what has happened to our position in the community? I just think that, I don't know. We need to get back out there. We need to find a way. We need to find the venues to do that. We need to invite these political figures to come in and talk to the community. We have that influence.
And to add to that, that's exactly how it used to be. And I think it has a lot to do with what you said with comfort. We had gotten to a place where all was well, not that we didn't have things going on in the community, but people were beginning to thrive in education, getting their home, getting more money, communities were doing well in that way. And so when you get so removed from some of the major issues of the community, then you get comfortable. There's no need, so to speak. But now it's really like none of this stuff has ever gone away. It just subsided a little bit, but the underlying issues have always been there. And so now it's coming to the forefront, and now people have to kind of dust themselves off because really in the past, political leaders would come to the churches. That's where they would do their speeches. That's where people would gather. The Martin Luther Kings and Jesse Jacksons of this world. That's right. Will go to the churches and do their speeches and commission people to participate in the movements of our time. So I think what you are doing, I'm trying to bring this full circle because I think what you are doing is major because that is what's needed. Those two worlds, the faith world and what's in our communities need to come back together again. So I want to commend you.
Oh, thank you.
We got the hand claps going. There we go. Yeah.
Thank you, little sister.
Yeah, but this is the kind of stuff that makes a difference in the communities, because we got people opening churches all over the city, and this is no indictment against anybody, but that type of influence to me can be used to bring healing to the community. You have God, you have the one who can do all of the healing that ever needs to be done. And that's the type of influence that we need to invoke in our community.
Absolutely.
And so with that being said, let's talk again about this event, some of the things that people can expect if they are just tuning in.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Again, in addition to the Commissioner Kevin Davis coming out, he's going to be out there on Saturday only, like I said, at 12:30. He's going to speak for about 10 or 15 minutes, and he's going to answer questions from the community. And then he's going to be off. And, before he comes and even after he comes, there are going to be so many other things going on besides the commissioner. We're going to have a Christian comedian, Howard G, from Kiss My Bumper, if you remember that commercial some years ago. He's coming as Grandma G. Really funny guy, and we've used him for I think maybe 3 years straight now. A very funny person. We have a mime ministry coming out called Silent Praise. Very good. They're 3 young men. I think they're in middle school, one maybe in high school, but very young group of anointed young men who's going to mime. We have a Christian rap artist who's coming, Aaron Outlaw. The kids and the young people, they just loved him last year. So we had to invite him back again. So he's excited. He has a lot of energy. He has a CD out, so come and get a CD. And last year, if I remember correctly, Aaron Outlaw gave out his CDs free to the community.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's the kind of impact that makes a difference. Yes, it does.
That makes a difference.
It does.
It's good to know that you have people, who have gifts and talents and they're anointed, but they understand ministry.
Yes.
Because nowadays it's hard to get people without them wanting a little, and I understand. So you want to get paid. You have musicians. You have, people with you who may want to, get paid or whatever, or you yourself as a professional want to get paid. But, I think sometimes it takes away from true ministry. Sometimes when we always have our hand out saying, well, can you give me this? Can you give me that?
Yes.
And that's the purpose. We have this for free is because we want to get out of, I went to a church, and we're a church. We will feed you. We have.
Yes, they will. Yeah.
We like to eat.
Yes, they will.
I go to some churches, man. They want to sell you a dinner. Can I have it free? I mean, come on.
Yes.
I don't mean.
I have been a recipient. Glory to God.
Of our food.
Of the food at Kingdom Restoration Center. And I was not disappointed. Praise the Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, I had to put that plug in there.
So, that's what it's all about, is giving back. And that's what we try to do, because we know that it's better to give than it is to receive. And every time we do this every year, I'm telling you, Elder Naomi, we don't lack for anything. We don't stress for anything. People just pour into our ministry because we understand the concept of giving and how important it is to give back to the community. We don't worry too much about getting, but it's more of giving back to the community. And that's what we try to do as a church. And one of the things, other things that I'm hoping that this would do, and we've this is the fourth year or the fifth year, something like that, 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this. But what I'm hoping is that this will catch fire to other churches who are not really active or even present in the community as they should. And come out of the pulpits, like I said, come out of the pews for a minute, and just, even if it's just carrying some water with a tract with your organization on it, and ministering to somebody on the street, but something, just come into the community. A pastor said to me not too long ago, Elder Naomi, and then I'm done. Some people may not feel comfortable going into the streets and going into different neighborhoods. And my response was, well, when you put on that collar and you lifted your hand and that ordination, to pick up that mantle, the Bible says, go you out into all the world, and not in just to the churches.
The greatest among you is the servant, not the one that's you behind the podium and people come see you. No, that's not even the way of Christ. That's all he did was travel from place to place and minister to people. So our responsibility as ministers and carriers of the gospel is no different at all.
Absolutely. That is our mantle. That is our responsibility. That is our commission.
Yes.
And Jesus, probably didn't always feel comfortable, and the Pharisees and Sadducees, talked about him because he sat with sinners, he was talked about. But we have to get out there where they are and meet people where they are. And that's what this whole event is about, just meeting people where they are, and trying to invite them to serve a God that we know to be the King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
The hope that you could always count on. You will never be without hope with Christ. All right, so I'm gonna shift gears a little bit because I have my little siblings in the studio. I want to let them go ahead and give a shout out. So who wants to start first?
I will.
All right, go ahead.
Hi.
Tell everybody who you are. How old you are and all that good stuff.
My name is Madison.
You got talking to there you go.
My name is Madison. I'm 14.
Oh, shucks now. You can ready to go to school when? Next week? No. When do you go?
Well, I'm in orientation now.
Oh, you're going to a new school? You're going to high school?
I'm starting high school.
Oh my lordy, where did the time go? Ooh, can somebody slow down time, please? High school? Oh my Lord, Madison.
2 of them in high school now.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, I was told. I just got a text from my wife that said, "Give a shout out to the family tree." Who's coming out as a vendor.
Oh, awesome! Yes,
they are a good resource for families with children. So come on out, get some pamphlets from them. They are a very good resource in the community. So I want to give a shout out to them.
Family Tree, thank you for all you do in the community. We appreciate it abundantly. All right, next.
I'm Christian Hall of Kingdom Restoration.
Turn the mic down. Yeah, there you go. Into you. There you go.
Christian Hall of Kingdom Restoration Center. I go to Gilman School. I'm in 5th grade. And just want to say hi, world.
5th grade. I wish you see how tall Christian is. He is tall to be a 5th grade. I would have given you middle school. 5th grade. Huh?
I'm like 5'3".
5'3" already?
Only 5'3".
He says only. For a 5th grader, that's pretty tall. So yeah, you are well on your way. You go to Gilman and you are 10, 11. Yeah, you probably said 10. Count, just listen, okay.
I can't even remember myself.
Right. Like, come on now, give me a little slack. You gotta bear that responsibility. You gotta remember your age, okay?
If I said 10, I'm at 11.
Okay. So there you have it. We have a wonderful bunch here talking and sharing with us about Church Without Walls, the Church Without Walls, Kingdom Restoration Center. Please support them this weekend, August the 20th and 21st, 2016. What the time? Oh yeah. Okay, so we winding down. We'll make sure we put more information on our Facebook site of this event. We don't want you to miss a thing. Okay, so come on back to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, oh gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream is white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that. Somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to get yourself noticed? Well then, why not sponsor us? There are lots of different options to choose from commercial spots and on-air shoutouts to interviews and even putting your logo on our website. Don't miss these great opportunities to get noticed. Check out our sponsorship packages on our Facebook page or on our website, beexposedradio.com.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taken over the country?
The Fashion Umbrella Foundation is proud to announce the Educational Honors. The Foundation is a grassroots organization that champions inner-city youth by providing educational opportunities and resources to engage youth in the arts and STEM. The Educational Honors is a youth-based program that recognizes students in grades 7 through 12 who have at least a 2.5 GPA and perfect attendance for one school year. Those selected will be invited and recognized at the education.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and I want to welcome you if you're just tuning in, if you're just having a chance to see us and watch us on YouTube. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. We have been bustling, okay, because we've had a guest from the very beginning of the show, and we're just going to continue on with our guests for this whole entire show. I'm excited. I love it when we have multiple people that come in the studio and they have wonderful energy, and that's what we had. We had Pastor Christian Hall of Kingdom Restoration Center, the Church Without Walls. They are having Be Exposed Radio, but Me Inspired Radio Show is our chance to bring exposure to some of the positive things that's going on in the community. So with that being said, our next guest is in the studio with us right now, Mr. Haikeen Stokes, author extraordinaire. I can't wait to talk to him. I had a chance to read his bio. I haven't had a chance to really get into his books which I would love to do, but I did get a chance to read his bio. But I'm gonna because I'm not gonna sit here and read. You know how they do in church and they had a bio up, before the preacher gets up and start reading. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna talk and let him share, and we'll do it like that. So, hi, Haikeen, how you doing?
Hello. How are you, Naomi?
This is our first time meeting face to face.
Yes, but it won't be our last.
Yeah, no, it will not. It will not. Of course, now you're part of you're a part of the Be Exposed Radio family, but now the Be Inspired Radio Show family.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
Welcome.
Thank you. Peace.
So, first of all, Jabril, did I forget to introduce you? You weren't in here.
I was busy.
All right, so go ahead, give a shout out real quick before we get into the interview.
A shout out?
Just introduce yourself.
Introduction.
Yes.
This is her co-host, Jabril Morris.
Yes. The co-host extraordinaire. That's all. That's my thing. My tagline.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
The host with the most.
The co-host with the most.
Co-host with the most. All right. So here we go. Haikeen. So just tell us about yourself and, let's start there. Talk about who you are.
Okay, my name is Haikeen Stokes. I'm an author from South Philadelphia. I write.
Yes.
I'm involved with the arts. I'm involved with the community. I'm involved with anything that is us, whether it's art, music, anything that's going to bring about positivity.
Yes.
That's basically it. I've done many extraordinary things in my lifetime, and it's also written down in the books that I've written.
Wow!
So if you read any of my material, you'll see hints, and notions of things that I've experienced in my lifetime.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What's the inspiration behind your books and your writings?
Yes, it's many inspirations. As I stated, it's not primarily me, but there's definitely elements of myself, elements of my life, my lifestyle, things that I've experienced, things that I've, trials and tribulations that I may have incurred in my life, and how you overcome it. And I believe, when I believe in the form that art imitates life. So
yes.
You definitely will bring about expression in your everything, whatever you do. What you wear it on your shoulders, you wear it on your face, you wear it on your sleeve.
Yes.
So you can't help but have it come to fruition in everything that you do.
So tell us about your books, the titles of some of them, and a little synopsis, if you will, of the books. This is the favorite part because that's the that's exciting. Okay,
meat and potato. Oh, take it easy.
I'm getting really excited.
There's an earthquake in Baltimore. Well, my latest works, which I call my all of my material, I call it my works of heart. Because it definitely is, from my heart.
Right.
It comes from deep inside of me. And my latest works of heart are The Purple Orchard Syndrome, which that derived of me interviewing 12 men between the ages of 21 and 71. And I asked them very candid questions and had very candid conversations about how I was growing up without a father in the household. So that book or that project, as I say, was very personal to myself because I didn't grow up with a father in the household myself, but I did have a very positive mother that didn't try to take the role or assume the role of a father. She just was a strong woman, and she was a very strong, determined parent.
Right.
So that was awesome to me. That's what I needed in my life. And she gave me as much as she could.
Yes.
But of course, I gained other knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the church, from the streets, from school, from reading much literature in my adolescence, and continuous. And that was where I got the perspective of how a man should be, how an adult male should be, how a positive male figure should be in the community. So it's not impossible to gain that perspective. Even if you don't have a father in the household, you still can get that perspective. And people think it's corny, but I say I gain that perspective from many different things, reading different literature, positive literature, and also from Father Knows Best and Bill Cosby.
All those TV shows.
Yes ma'am, absolutely.
Okay, we're getting ready to go to break. The time, when we get into these interviews, they get so good and you just don't even pay attention to the time. But we do have to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to have more with Mr. Haikeen Stokes. We're going to talk more about his books, his materials, and learn more about him. So come on back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired, and I have my co-host,
Jabril Morris.
And we're here to bring you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week. And we have in the studio with us right now, Haikeen Stokes. He is an amazing author out of Philadelphia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you live there now?
Yes, ma'am.
So you traveled here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
hop, skip, and a jump.
That is major to me, though, because you could have said, oh, can I do a telephone interview? But you came here. That means a lot. That really, really, really does.
Yeah, he said a hop, skip, and a jump. I went to Philly. I remember me and you going to Philly.
Yes, we did.
And that was not a hop, skip.
We had to cover any event there.
Okay.
Well,
for me, because I'm always in the area.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
For those who don't travel there that much, we're like, okay. Because the traffic going there can be a mess.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
monster.
Yes, I think that's probably what it is. So thank you for coming all the way from Philly to here to be a part of this show.
No problem.
Yeah. So we got to make sure you get all of your time. So tell us some more about your work. And let's start here. How long have you been writing? That's the golden question.
My first written work probably goes back to the third grade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started off with diaries.
Mm-hmm.
My third grade teacher had an assignment for us to do diaries. And I did a lot of fabrication, I guess you could say. Like, I just ostracized some things, it was supposed to be about your personal life. And
mm-hmm.
I was like, well, everybody knows I'm a third grader. How exciting is my life?
Right.
So I did a little bit of standard, material, and then I explored different avenues and used my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And she really liked it. And, instead of giving me an F, she encouraged me to continue. And she was like, okay, the assignment is over. We're going into the next semester of the syllabus, and we're getting ready to go into another assignment.
Mm-hmm.
But would you please continue to do these stories. So that was my first exposure to writing. Just I was just pouring out my emotions and my imagination on paper. So it was natural. It was something natural, and it was fun. And as I continued, by the time I got to the 8th grade, or 7th grade, actually, everything kind of transformed into rap. You know, most young men want to be a rapper, things of that nature. So I tried my hand at that, and it was like rap / poetry. And I got my first taste of poetry listening to Gil Scott Heron. You know, God rest his soul. And his poetry was outstanding. It was very explicit. And it was just mind blowing to me.
Wow.
I never heard anything like that before. And then from him, very early high school, like maybe 9th grade, I started listening to The Last Poets and just expound, you know, Sonia Sanchez and other folks of that genre. And it was just amazing to me, the wordplay and the subject matter and the realness and the grittiness that was in their voice and that was in their literature, that was in their writings. And I was like, wow, you know, I aspired to do that. And just many years later, you know, so throughout high school, junior high and high school, I explored rap and poetry.
Yes.
And kind of did it as like a blend. And I also wrote comic strips and I've been all over the map with the writing.
I think that's so
game.
cool.
And,
that's so creative.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we have a caller. Do we still have a caller, Robbie? Okay. All right. So they'll probably call back. They called during the break. So we want to encourage you. If you have any questions for Haikeen, call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at
443-642-9403.
If you have any questions at all, you want to know more about him and how he got started, how you can get more information about how to get your hands on the books, call us. We want to hear from you. That's what this is all about, to interact with Haikeen and to learn more about his movement. I think it's a movement. I always say
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Safale Books is a movement.
So can you say that for me too? Because I was like apprehensive about saying the name, because I was like, I should have said, send me the phonetic spelling, because I will mess up a name in a minute. So how do you say it?
It's pronounced Asafale Books.
Asafale Books.
A lot of people, first glance, they say Asaphilia.
Yeah, I was about to say that, and I was like, nope.
No problem.
Okay, so
at least I know you're trying.
Asaphalia.
Asafale Books.
Asafale.
Okay. It's a play on words. But
it actually, well, tell us about that then.
Yeah, it actually, if you look up the definition, actually means the hardest substance known to man.
Wow.
So I was like, wow, that's awesome. So, but it's a like an abbreviation for South Philadelphia. So like I said, you know, that's always, you know, I always carry South Philly with me wherever I go, because that's what helped make me. So
that is so cool. That's just like a writer to come up with something like that. You got to be so creative.
Yeah.
You are always in your head when you. So that. I wouldn't have came up with that. Like,
you never know. You know, you let your creative juices flow.
Yeah, that is true.
We should make one up for Baltimore.
We might have to do that.
About Baltimore.
Yeah, because you know the ones they got out there, like what they call, like Murderland and all that kind of stuff. I don't like that mess, because there's more to this state and this city than that.
Absolutely. It keeps me coming back.
Yes,
Definitely.
I mean, and it's like, to me, it's like a whole lot of undiscovered jewels and gems here too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's when I was on the poetry scene. I was down here a lot of, I think it was like called 5 Seasons and venues like that, little tight venues in and around like Charles Street and things of that nature. It was, and out in the county, Owens Mills and things of that nature. It was very diverse, but it was extremely of us.
Yeah,
I loved.
I think more of the, I guess, promotion of the African American art needs to be promoted. It really does, because it's so rich. And I know a lot of African Americans born in America feel like they don't have a culture, you know, but really we do. We've actually established our own being in here. And then, you know, you got to be something else to be taken from your original culture, come to another land and develop a whole different one.
Absolutely.
And that's what we have. And I think the focus has to be put on the fact that we actually do have a culture, and we created one by being here. I'm off of my soapbox now. But I think that's cool. Okay. So Asaphalet, is that the name of the collection of your books? Or is it a production company?
Yeah, that's the name of the publishing
Publishing
company.
Okay. That's
established by myself.
Okay.
Asaphalet Books, asaphaletbooks.com.
Publishing company. I mean, look, I'm put that down for future reference.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. You can submit your work. I'll look it over, definitely.
You never know, you know.
You never
Jabril,
know.
Yeah.
You got some juices, some creative juices, right?
Me?
I'm just putting it out there. We all in here vibing and talking.
I feel like I do. I feel like I have a way with words.
Yeah.
In certain aspects, like something traumatic, not traumatic, but dramatic has to happen. So it's like I'll sit in my head with a bunch of words. I'll never write them down though, and I feel like that's what one of my shortcomings is, because I feel like I can be a poet, and poetry interests me so much because of the way they form words and the way how they deliver their messages. Like somebody could talk about a glass of water and make it so elegant, so
the metaphors.
Yeah, the metaphoric way of it that you won't even realize that they're talking about a glass of water. So it's just
it is interesting.
I play with the idea of me being a poet on the daily.
Well, I guess just try it.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. You never know.
Yeah. I actually have a question for you. You said that you did rapping also.
Absolutely.
So, did you like the rapping route, or was it not for you?
Rap. See, I was, started out, I was kind of like Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, okay.
Whereas though he was conscious, but he also was street.
Yeah.
So it was a good mixture of both. But later on, when I got into like maybe senior year in high school, or actually junior year high school, I became more conscious, conscious,
gotcha.
like maybe like a Rakim.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And I'm not comparing myself to them as far as saying I was on their level, because those brothers are icons. They are, out of the stratosphere. But that was the type of vibe that I was on.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
and with knowledge and self, you're supposed to elevate. You're supposed to be enlightened. So, and that's what happened. You're constantly developing yourself. You're constantly increasing hopefully your knowledge.
Yeah.
And you're putting it to good use.
Yeah.
Definitely should be positive and never negative. So that's what happened. And basically by the time I graduated high school, I was done with rapping. I did many talent shows around the city, the tri-state, Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Delaware. And I won many, and I lost very few.
Okay.
But
that's what's up.
It was a great thing. It was a great experience. But like, you have to know how to read. And I was offered a lot of contracts, and the contracts they were not favorable to me.
Right.
Wow.
As the artist, they were favorable to the company, the producer and everybody, but they want to make money.
Yeah.
And that's business. You're in business to make money. I'm selling these books. I'm not giving them away.
Right.
I'm in business to make money. That's what you do with business. You also got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
That's true.
And a lot of people don't want to do that. You have to invest in yourself.
Yes.
You have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Okay, because nobody's going to do you like you.
Yes.
You should be the most important person to yourself. And it's okay to be selfish and do that. It's okay to be selfish and say, I believe in me. I'm going to promote me. I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what happened. I did a few mixtapes or whatever, and I said, I'd rather do it that way. Like I'm self-published. I'd rather do it that way, because someone to give you a little stipend and say, okay, here, $50,000. Okay, now I own everything you wrote.
Oh,
I own
gosh.
everything you did.
Yeah.
I am the proprietor of your creativity.
Mhm.
And then that's all you get from there.
Yeah.
And that's all you get for life.
Oh,
now, they may
gosh.
do anything with this material or they may shelf it. But at the same time, it's like your creativity was given away. You should never give away your creativity.
Yes.
You know, I mean, but and then saying that, you know, the con, you know, there's always pros and cons to everything. If you're in a situation where you need that 50,000, take it.
Yeah.
There's no harm in that.
Yeah.
As long as you're going to do something, make a positive move with that.
Yeah.
Now, if I was that person that took that 50,000, I would use that to establish my own thing.
Right.
But a lot of people don't do that. They
No.
go willy-nilly, buy this, buy that, and then you know, you turn around, you're like, wow, they just made a movie off of my thing, and all I got is a rinky-dink car and a rinky-dink, you know, dwelling or
Everything
what have
that's going to depreciate in value.
Exactly. Exactly. But you didn't use that money. You just capitalized on it, and then you didn't use that money to continuously capitalize on self.
Yeah.
Just teach us something here. We learning
That's
something.
what we do. Each one teach one.
Yeah. So, okay, we are getting ready to come up on a break, but I want to continue that conversation because I have a few questions that I want to ask too, since we're going down that line. So, all you Be Inspired Radio Show listeners, please stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website.
Tyreek Miles, also known as Mr. Miles the Writer on Instagram, Fly T Miles.
Hip Hop K, that's Hip Hop Kzar. Hip Hop K on IG, hip_hop_K.
Oh look, we coming to y'all with this new show called It Is What It Is, where we come with views, y'all.
And it's coming on every Friday, 9 to 11. Check us out.
Make sure y'all get with us. We'll be talking about any and everything because it is what it is.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text.
Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad
The Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can we tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired, and I have my co-host here with me.
Your co-host extraordinaire.
Huh?
Your co-host extraordinaire. You gave me that title. You forgot. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Jabril Morris.
You're so funny. All right. Cause see, you know what? Some people you just can't give, no kudos to. Cause I mean,
I was just making sure I get my due diligence.
All right. My co-host extraordinaire.
Thank you, Jabril Morris.
Oh,
there we go.
Some people. But we have author Haikeen Stokes of
Asafale.
I'll try to publishing company in the studio with us tonight. That's pretty major. And we've been talking to him about, how he's come along as a writer and, looking out for yourself in this business and not allowing, others to come along and steal your creativity. That's so good. But we want to hear more from him. We're going to let him talk to us about some of the events and stuff he has coming up. So Haikeen, turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Author Haikeen Stokes will be featured at Baltimore Book Festival, September 25th down at the Harbor, and also at African American Authors Expo, October 15th at Morgan State University.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, African American Day Parade in Harlem, New York, September 25th.
Wow.
Library of Congress National Book Festival, September 24th.
Oh my gosh.
That's near the mall in DC, and also I will be doing a book signing next Saturday at Sisters Uptown Bookstore in Harlem, way uptown. I believe it's like 155th and something.
Wow.
St. Nick or something like that. I'm sorry, I apologize for the location, but Sisters Uptown Bookstore in Harlem, New York. And that's another city that I frequent. Like Baltimore and New York are like my second city.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love both places, but my heart is South Philly. So.
Okay. Shout out South Philly.
Yeah,
ain't nothing but love.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But you know what? There are a lot of similarities between Baltimore and Philly.
Yeah,
because when as much as I visit, I'm like, this just feels like home. And sometimes our accents are very close too. I've heard that that a lot of time Philly and Baltimore, our accent is very similar. So there's a lot of similarity there.
Also, I apologize. Let me give you my my Twitter.
Yes, that was gonna be my next question.
Twitter, Tango, and Instagram. I am there as Asofile Books, ASOPHILABOOKS, and on Facebook as Haikeen Stokes. And I also have my books available on the website, asofilebooks.com, or you can get them off of Kindle, Amazon.com.
Whew. Y'all heard that? Did you get that?
Yes.
We're gonna try to do some promoting too on our Be Inspired page to make sure that information is out there. So that's what we do here. We make sure we promote those who are guests on our show. We want you to have all of that information for how to get your hands on those books.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
That's what we do.
Yeah, trying to build this family connection. You know,
yes,
be a reoccurrent host.
Well, you already. Hey, you
gotta
already
speak it into fruition.
That's right. That's right. That's what's up. Build that connection. Oh my gosh, time is already up for this segment again. We're getting ready to go in the break. I always have that same reaction though, because when the conversation is good, it's hard to cut it off. But we got to pay bills, and that's important. So let's take this break, and when we come back, more with Haikeen Stokes on the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Baltimore, stand up.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? This is the man you all know and love, E. Digger. He called me.
So, Jacqueline. Yes, Mom? I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptext.rex.org.
is proud to announce the Educational Honors. The Foundation is a grassroots organization that champions inner-city youth by providing educational opportunities and resources to engage youth in the arts and STEM. The Educational Honors is a youth-based program that recognizes students in grades 7 through 12 who have at least a 2.5 GPA and perfect attendance for 1 school year. Those selected will be invited and recognized at the Educational Honors Awards reception on Saturday, October 15th, 2016. City Council President Bernard C. Jack Young will be the keynote speaker for the evening. Students will also be inducted as Fashion Umbrella Foundation Scholars for the class of 2016. For more information about the Fashion Umbrella Foundation, visit www.fashionumbrella.org or email us at info@thefashionumbrella.org.
This is Nick, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on Be Exposed.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny, a lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Brigashaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committed suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught you just run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and let me make sure I do this right. And I have my co-host extraordinaire,
Jabril Morris. There we go.
That's exactly how my children are. My 5 and 7-year-old, you give them a little bit, they want the whole thing.
I just want to.
I started something. He's like, don't start something you can't finish.
Yeah.
And now I gotta keep saying it every time.
No, just for the day. I'm gonna give you a break.
You are so funny. I shouldn't even started it. I shouldn't even started it. That's my fault. That's all me. Anyway, we are here with Haikeen Stokes Asafale. I got it right. I had to think about it for a second, but I got it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm put the A right here and the dash right here.
That's a very interesting name. Like, if you name, I want to name my child that now, because if you name a child that, blessings. That's really unique, really and that's beautiful. That's a beautiful word. That's a beautiful play on words.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. 4 years from now, I'm gonna send you a picture
and make sure that's well thought out. Don't rush.
First.
Hello.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll be married first.
Come on through here. Say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay. So you finished school.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta tell us about that on the wrap up. We'll do that. He's in school right now.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to offer a sister something. Yeah. You gotta show her your worth, show her worth.
Oh yeah.
Be able to take care of her.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Get up in here. Where's my tissue? That's what I'm talking about up in here.
Definitely. You gotta represent the queens well. You definitely, you're a king, you're a young king yourself, so you gotta represent them queens very well.
Yeah, I want to show brothers how to treat women.
Mhm.
Because nowadays it's just like guys go through the motions with females.
Yeah.
When they up there, when they down with a female. But
Right.
it takes a real man to stay consistent with a female through everything
Indeed.
that through everything that you may go through, everything that she may go through,
Right.
and then everything y'all may go through together.
Mhm.
It takes a real man to be consistent with a woman. So
True indeed.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, togetherness.
Yeah,
You're only as strong as your weaker half.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you lean on that weaker half, quote unquote weaker half, and you make that one stronger.
Mhm.
You build each other up.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a segue into my latest work.
There we go. I like that. That's right. That's what we're here for. That's what
Concepts
we're
of
here for.
see how natural that was. Concepts of intimacy. That's my latest work,
Mhm.
and it speaks upon that. It speaks of basically it traces a relationship from courtship,
Mhm.
which nobody really does anymore,
Yes.
to nuptials.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's an end result, and that's to marry, and not just to have her become another prospect.
Yeah.
So it's going from courtship to nuptials, going down that aisle. So that's definitely you got two good books that you're gonna read, hopefully later on and induct it into your psyche.
Oh, yeah.
Concepts of intimacy.
Let's talk about that. So we have so I'm gonna grab my bag of goodies over here. We have concepts of intimacy, which we just got finished talking about.
Nice.
We have reality life conscious struggle. That's what I
Right.
said, right?
Mhm.
And this is the one, the much
Mhm.
anticipated,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
the Purple Orchid Syndrome.
Right.
So, do you have any other things that you're working on now, outside of these 3 books that you've already written?
Altogether, I have 6 works of art. Works of heart. I'm sorry. I have 6 works of heart. If you go to softlatebooks.com, you'll be able to review those books. But my next project is relative to the Purple Orchard Syndrome. That's for the men. I interviewed 12 men and their relations as far as growing up without a father. They were between the ages of 21 and 71. And they were very candid with their answers about how it was growing up without a father in the household, without a mentor, without anyone to quote unquote lead them into masculinity. So I also didn't want to leave the queens out. So my book that should be out, I believe this project is slated to be done in January 2017, and it's the Purple Orchid Effect for the ladies.
Okay.
So I'm interviewing 12 sisters, or actually women, between the same age bracket, and seeing what their experiences were growing up without a father in the household, and how important it is also for a woman to see a man in the household, so she can know what kind of man to be drawn to, be attracted to. What a good man, rather. If you have a upstanding father that's law abiding, great work ethic, positive, and has God in his life or follows the Creator, then that's the man you want to be drawn to. You don't want to be drawn to anything less.
Yes.
Anything less than a king is not going to add up.
Right.
Because you're, like I said, you're only as strong as your weakest link. You're only as strong as your weaker half.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
So it's all up to you, ladies. I mean, what do you want?
Right.
Yes.
You want a good man?
Right.
You want a good man for now? You want a good man, period. You want a good man for life. You want a good man that's going to hold you down, that's going to take care of you, that's going to be there for you.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
It's hard because I am married, but I can imagine it's probably tough for single women, and they settle a lot because they want that companionship.
There's a lot of married women that settle.
That's true too. That did settle.
Yeah.
That's
just
true.
because they're married, it's not peachy.
That's
peaches
true.
and cream over there.
That's true.
They settled, or they just rushed into something.
That's
and,
true.
It doesn't work out.
Right.
But they just stay there because they don't want to get back out, and they don't want to get back out there,
Give
or
themselves that chance.
right,
Yeah.
right, and it's like you're stifling your growth. You're missing your soulmate.
Wow.
Because you just want to stay here because of whatever. He looks, someone looks good, or they got this and that going on or whatever, but that's not what you need. And they're not giving you what you need. They're not willing to give you what you need. You got to be able to share. You got to be able to compromise.
That's true.
And or it's not going to work.
Yes. Well, ain't nothing that can be said after that except, okay, you're right about that. So I wanted to pick up on our conversation from before when we were talking about being in the industry and not giving away your creativity. And when we were on the break, I was talking to you about how do you find the balance? Because I think some people feel like they might miss out on an opportunity if they say no to something,
right?
But still don't understand the concept of focusing on your own well-being, your own ability to be successful. So how do you find the balance between the two to make good choices when you're trying to promote yourself as an artist or whatever?
Well, like I said, you have to believe in your strength, your art, and you have to be prayed up.
Yes.
Definitely pray about this.
Yes.
That's actually essential. That's the start. That should be initially what you do.
Yes.
You should pray upon your strengths, your ability, and what you're actually in it for.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they just want to be famous.
Yeah.
They just want to be known, but they don't even exactly know why. And that's why, there's a lot of reality shows out here because people are just grasping at straws, trying to be famous for something, at something, but they don't stand for anything. And a lot of times it might not even be a real talent. It just might be attention.
Yeah.
A lot of people gravitate toward attention.
That's true.
But you have to believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, then you believe in your work. You believe in your art. You believe in your gifts.
Yes.
So you have to push your gift as hard as you can. And you have to motivate yourself because there's a lot of times your spouse, your children, just anything that you or anybody that you believe is your support system or hold as your support system, they may not be there for you.
Yeah.
So you got to be there. You got to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to do that is stay prayed up.
Yes.
So when you encourage yourself and you believe in yourself 150%, I believe you can accomplish anything. You can accomplish all through creating.
Yes. I believe that 100%.
Absolutely.
You have to be prayed up. It's a different kind of strength when you are about something and you're in the industry, because sometimes it's not enough. It feels like there isn't room for a person who's really trying to stand for something in the industry. A lot of buy-in goes into people who will send the message that it's all about me, mine, it's all about getting money. Those are the people that get pushed to the forefront, in my opinion. So I agree. You have to be prayed up when you are a person who stands for something and you're also in the industry pushing your art so that it can have a wonderful influence on people. That's my input on that.
Hopefully, because they're always going to promote negative propaganda over positive propaganda.
Yeah, that is true. It's a sad epidemic because it starts so young. It's getting our youth. That's, and those are the ones who we have to invest in because we have to trust, of course, them for our well-being as we get older. This generation moves on. It's like, so we to me, it's scary because all our young people have to look up to is the negative media that's out there.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to find the balance again between putting the positive stuff out there and blotting out, because you're not going to be able to 100% protect our youth from negativity, but finding the balance, I guess. So what's your opinion on that too? Because I'm just rambling.
As far as what?
The balance, putting positivity into our children, and you're not going to be able to 100% block them from negativity, but making sure you're having a positive influence on them.
Well, it goes. Everything boils down to your household. You know, it's like what your initial exposure is usually your household.
Yeah.
Whether you're with a parents or a single parent, or whether you're with a guardian, or maybe if you're in a group home, whatever your situation may be, usually, or maybe just, living on the streets, it's usually at ground zero. So, if you're being raised by someone, then hopefully they're influencing you positive. Hopefully they're giving you things to read. They're giving you material to read. Hopefully they're, taking you where you need to go, taking you to, Bible study or church, or hopefully they're taking you to the library. Hopefully they're taking you to see positive shows and things of that nature. You have to have exposure to that. Most times people just tune in and tune out. They just turn on the radio and then that'll raise my kid, or they turn the TV on, that'll raise my kid, or what have you. You have to be hands-on. They get so much from you. I mean, even when you're just going through the motions of your day-to-day, they're observing you. Your children are watching you. So whatever you're doing, negatively, drinking, smoking, carousing, wild, and they're looking at all that. They're taking all that and they're absorbing all that like a sponge. And then it's a 50-50 that's what they're going to do, or they're going to shy away from that.
Right.
Most times when I was younger and I saw that from the guys that were around my neighborhood, certain negativities or what have you, I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do, because I also saw the effect of it as well. And I didn't want to get caught up in that whirlwind. So, you have to, you definitely have to use your wits.
Yeah.
You have to use your brain. You have to think. A lot of folks don't think. And I mean, I hold children accountable as well. I mean, because if you can bebop and all the other foolishness,
that's true,
then you can do positive things as well.
That is a truth.
My mother used to always do that to me. She'd say, "Oh, the music lyrics
Oh,
like
of
that. You
course.
better know that homework like that."
Of
And it'll
course.
be like,
Of course.
That's the truth.
Yeah, you have to hold children accountable as well, because they're smarter than you would ever believe.
That's true. And so that we don't create little ones that grow up into adults that blame everybody for everything.
Yeah.
You have to teach them to be accountable. I agree with that.
You see that now. It's a lot of what I call grown children.
Yes.
They've been coddled and cooed. And,
yes.
They've been, oh, so and so. And I mean, it's a grown adult. And you're still talking about, oh, let me take them to the doctor. Oh, let me take them to a job interview. Let me take them. It's like, this guy's 25.
Oh,
like,
no.
How come he can't do that on his own? How come he doesn't want to do that on his own?
Yeah.
Or there's a lot of grown children that can't get around. If they don't get around by a car ride from their mother or their father, then they just won't go. And that includes anything, an interview or anywhere. It's just like, oh, I couldn't get there because you didn't take me.
No.
Right.
It's public transportation.
Hello.
Cabs and everything.
Learn it well.
Or your legs.
Uber. They got that now.
You know, I did a lot of walking in my teenage years. I didn't always have money for the bus.
That's right.
So, wherever I got, a lot of times, thankfully I walk. If you want to do it, you're going to do it. And that's whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely
from children to adults.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, you'll do it.
That's true. We're gonna go ahead on into our break, and when we come back, we're gonna allow Haikeen to talk some more about his work, his upcoming events. We want you to keep that in your mind now, because we want you to support. So we're gonna take this break, and when we come back, more of the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, Charm City.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Check out this flashback on Gangster Goddess Radio Show.
We know how you came about. We have write-ups and so forth. And the people that come after that, okay, yes, I inspired you, so acknowledge it.
Right.
When you do a, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, it's a little more difficult for the natural born raw artists. Okay? And the academic artists, they know a lot more than us natural born raw artists, so they could easily get in spots and galleries and newspapers and magazines and everything, where I'm not in the academic part of the artist scene. I'm just a natural born chick doing my thing. And when the academic ones are able to form groups to identical to the group that I have, and I see them getting all these opportunities, I'm bothered. I'm really bothered. So we are not the Balti girls. BALTIGURLS. That's not me. Look for Baltimore Girls by Safiatu. That's what you want to look for, blazing through this city in these next spring and summer 2016. The Baltimore Girls. Straight like that.
For this and more, be sure to tune in to Gangster Goddess Radio Show every Tuesday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Artist Exchange. You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back with the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. The voice that you're hearing now is of Jabril Morris, Naomi's co-host, and I have my host with me.
You know, I go between. I'm Miss Be Inspired.
Miss
That's my
Be
radio
Inspired.
show name. We gotta keep that consistent.
I gotta get it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's branding. That's marketing.
That's I'm Miss Be Inspired.
Got
That's
you.
who I'm. That's who I be. That's who I am.
Got you.
All right. So enough about us, because you know we can go back and forth like this all. But it's not about us right now. We're here with Haikeen Stokes of Asafale
All right.
Publishing Company. And he also has his own works. I'm going to just turn it over to him because this is going to be about him. I just only need 1 minute to wrap up everything. But I want you to just talk about some of your upcoming events and how people can reach you if they want to find out more information about what you're doing, and also about Asafale Publishing.
Yes, no doubt. Yes, as previously stated, Asafale Books is looking for all authors, artists, whatever you do that's art form that you may want to expound upon, or you might want to see what you have. And I will definitely help you go further, even if you don't go under the Asafale Books umbrella. I'll definitely be able to help you, mentor you, or send you to someone that might be a better fit for you. I know a lot of authors and a lot of publishers in the industry, so sometimes things don't, they don't work out, at one place, but hopefully you could be sent to another place. Pardon me. But Asafale Books' mission is to just spread love and promote creativity positively. That's like our mission statement. And as I stated, my upcoming events are Baltimore Book Festival, September 25th, down at the Harbor. African American Authors Expo, October 15th at Morgan State University. African American Day Parade, September 18th, Harlem, New York. Library of Congress National Book Festival on the Mall, September 24th. And next week's event is a book signing at Sisters Uptown Bookstore in Harlem, New York. And I'll actually be appearing, doing a book signing at Haikeen's bookstore, October 1st. That's 52nd and Market, well, actually 52nd and Locust in West Philadelphia. So I'm coming home, folks. I'm coming home.
Wow, Haikeen's. That's just a coincidence that the bookstore is named that, or is that your bookstore?
I'm gonna speak it in. This is not my bookstore,
Okay.
but actually Haikeen's bookstore it's a very reputable establishment that it's been in existence forever in South Philly. I mean, in West Philadelphia, it's woven into Philadelphia history.
Wow.
Haikeen, God rest his soul, the proprietor, he was phenomenal as far as getting us information, getting us exposure to positive, positivity, different religions, Islam and everything of that nature. He was like ground zero for a lot of movements and things that affected Black people positively in the community, not just West Philly, but all over Philadelphia. He was a very inspirational man. So God bless him.
Wow. And that's awesome that it's still continuing. Sometimes the movement dies with the person.
Right.
And when you've really had an impact, it's good to know that movement is still going on. So
His daughter, Yvonne, and rest of his family, other daughters and family members, they definitely took the rings and they're continuing the movement.
That's
it's a
good.
wonderful thing. Blessings to them.
Yes, that's awesome. So how can people get in contact with you, find out more about your books, all that good stuff?
You can reach me. You can friend me on Facebook under Haikeen Stokes, HAIKEEM STOKES. On Twitter, Instagram, and Tango. I go under Safale Books, ASOPHILABOOKS. That's Safale Books, Twitter, Instagram, Tango.
Yes.
And if you have any, also encourage folks after you read my material, after you view my works of art, I'll also ask them or encourage them to go on one of these links or go on one of these media venues and give me your positive input, give me your corrective criticism, give a review of the book or what have you. I believe everyone will enjoy it.
Yes.
And actually get morals to the story and everything. It's great material. You know, sometimes it's nothing wrong with patting yourself on the back.
That's right. Let's all do it. That's right. All right. So we're coming to the end. Look at Robbie. He's giving himself double pass. He's going. Da, 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 da. But yes. So we're coming to the end of this show. I really want to thank Haikeen for coming on the show. Thank you so much for talking to us, encouraging us. That's been awesome. Also, shout out to Pastor Christian Hall, Kingdom Restoration Center, Church Without Walls this weekend, August 20th and 21st. Let the healing in our city begin is the theme for that. Next week, entering the winner's circle. That's our topic for next week. You don't want to miss that. Dr. D is coming back, and you need to come back too on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. We out.